With regard to the Duckworth-Kirby et al. Article, I did find that the research question, I thought, from what I gathered in the reading, was talking about how effective are the various preparation activities widely recommended to improve spelling skills. I think that in the introduction, that's what they're talking about. However, right after that, the authors kind of defend the idea that the practice of learning how to spell can correlates to the overall concept of how students learn, and I think that might have been a more effective or powerful route to the question, to the research question, with regard to how making a connection within this sample study and its reflection on the overall group, the overall study of how students learn. I think that's a more meatier kind of research question that could have been addressed with the data collected from this research. As far as the measures, I thought they were clearly defined and they effectively relate to the study. I thought it was, I thought the author's construct of grit and openness were very specific, and I think they measured, their construct of the measurement actually came through in their study. So I thought that was really well done. With the literature review, I thought it covered the topic of the study almost too broadly, and then it focused a little too specifically on like the practice method. I thought that was a bit confusing. I think it could have been laid out. That second paragraph could have been laid out more when the authors start referencing other articles pertaining to the three types of practice: quiz, study of word origin, and just simply practice. I think the word practice is misused in certain situations within the article, and it's confusing when considering what the authors are trying to convey as far as the literature review and what they're asking. The method section I felt was kind of lacking as far as providing information and analysis of their gathered data. They mentioned this questionnaire, but whether the information, how the information or the data is classified comes later in the findings, but I didn't have a very good grounding basis for how the data was intended to be methodologically measured out during, or put together during the assignment or during the research. So I thought that could have been stronger at the beginning instead of leaving it at the end in the findings, because once you get down to the findings, I was confused as to what happened there. And another thing, final note that I really thought was effective was the way the authors addressed in their findings how they went about preventing a bias from entering and addressing the concept of the bias with regard to how the spelling practice measure is conducted. So I thought that was really useful. Overall, it really gave me a really good insight into going back and looking at my own, mine and Charles's definitions and kind of ideas within the construct of our paper, so that way I can go back and kind of give my own critique to my own work and then revamp it. I think when looking at the method section, I think our method section was pretty thorough in comparison to Duckworth and Kirby. However, I think that our limitations section might be a little weak, and so that might be something that we need to go back and fix. So yeah, that was my rambling thought process on this article, and I think overall it's pretty thorough, but I think defining the question more specifically at the beginning and giving us a better setup would make the findings section more effective. Okay, see you soon. Thanks.